right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, also freedom all over the world. Wherever you are joining us from today, once again, we welcome you to this wonderful broadcast from the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá. Yes, and the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá is giving them back-to-back news and information on all the whole issues happening in Biafran territory. This particular video is the continuation of the last audio broadcast from Prime Minister Simon Èkpá, where he has been exposing, the calamitous, the calamitous evil that the ECOWAS has been doing with the Nigerian government. Just look at, the way they've been supporting the Nigerian government indirectly. All these things still boils down to the issue that we, Biafran, Mazenam Kano, Simon Èkpá, and the rest of them have been fighting for. For a very long time, they've been saying it. The issue of the Islamization. The issue of the Islamization, it has actually been a critical one. If not the fact that we have gallant men, fighting for us. Assuming we've actually left the Nigerian government with their corrupt governors and leaders who, Nigerians have actually brought upon us. For example, look at Hope Uzodinma. He is a leader in Biafran land, a so-called leader in Biafran land. He is a governor. Assuming we left these people to continue to rule our land, by now, our land would have even been worse than Benue State and the rest of them. It is a serious, people don't understand, what is actually happening. They feel it's just all about let Biafra call, let Biafra. It is not going to come that way. We must understand this. There are so many entities fighting against this struggle. So when you see Mazenam Kano screaming, when you see, the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá shouting, then you should actually give them thumbs up, because they are really doing their best. They are fighting. Freedom is not free. You must understand that. Freedom is not given, but it is taken. Anyhow you want to take it, that is on you. If you want to take it by violence, that is on you. But make sure that you take it, because it is taken. It is not given. Please continue with the broadcast, and do not forget, as you're watching, make sure you share. Share these broadcasts to as many groups and platforms as possible.
Two raids, one from the up by the Nigeria state, two on the ground by Nigeria, the Fulani-sponsored terrorists. Do you understand the reason why the money was being given to them? Do you understand the reason why ECOWAS recommended that they pay them 100 billion? Do you understand that the Nigeria security agents collaborate with criminals, just exactly what they are trying to replicate in Biafra land, and we are going to fight them teeth to teeth? That is why we are going to have no mercy to any security checkpoint in Biafra. Today we have seen that they are, they are kidnapping just 2 kilometers away. 2 kilometers away from the military checkpoint. Do you understand me? It is not disputed. It's on record. Fact. The kidnapping by these terrorists in Biafra land happened 2 kilometers away from every military checkpoint. And that is why we have banned checkpoint. That you still see them today is not that you are going to see them tomorrow. I am telling you the fact. And it is part of the liberation of Biafra. That you still see the military gallivanting in Biafra land today is not because you are going to see them tomorrow. I am telling you, we are taking on them head on until they leave our land, because we are very, very prepared to leave Nigeria. And those people who want to stop us from leaving Nigeria will be dealt with. They were never in Biafra land mounting roadblock to stop the kidnapping of Fulani by the Fulanis. Have their roadblocks stopped the kidnapping? The answer is no. Rather, they aided them. They aid and abet them. They shield and protect the kidnappers. And they protect those who come to our community to kill our women and children. So it is a fight against them. We are not hiding it. I am not hiding my mouth. We are fighting them. And we fight them until we see them no more in Biafra territory. It's a promise. It's a promise. Biafra people will fight this Nigeria security agent until they leave our land. Because the evidences are abound. You can imagine where they are up there with Nigeria aircraft. As the Fulani are killing people in Adamawa State, they are throwing bombs from up. How can you stand that? We can never allow that to happen in Biafra land. I posted something today on Twitter. I posted their helicopter. They know how they collected it. We are going to be giving them water until they leave. The way they are going to run away from Biafra in the coming days will shock you. I am telling you. And anybody, ask them, the people you are bringing to kill our people in Biafra land, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Then let them come. We are not scared of them. We are not scared of them. Now, I want you to understand so that where our anger is coming from. Because you don't know. Let's continue. Later, the same day, 14th December 2007, a Nigeria helicopter gunship opened fire on a small group of people, thereby adding to the number of casualties. Do you understand that the helicopter also opened fire from up as the Fulani are killing the open fire? Helicopter belonging to Nigeria forces. The same thing they are trying to do in Biafra land. But Biafra will be the end. I am telling you the fact. Go and mark my word. We are going to end them in Biafra. That is where Nigeria, the end of Nigeria will start and will begin from Biafra, and it will going to end there. The aftermath of the incidents resulted in the unexploded bomb being discovered in Sharavon village in the house of Mr. Joaquin Bedeson, and some 6 more discovered on the outskirts of Shafaron village. That the unexploded bomb were later detonated by the respondent, and the applicant have submitted evidence in support of this. Are you people hearing? Are you people hearing? Let me continue. Because this is what you don't know. Have you ever heard about this before? No, you don't have. You have never heard about it. But this is official document of court. This is a court document. ECOWAS court document. It's official. The respondent and the applicant claim that in Dong village, 61 persons were killed from bomb dropped by the Nigeria armed forces. 61 persons killed by the bombs dropped by Nigeria armed forces, and a further 24 persons were seriously wounded. Whilst 48 houses building belonging to the applicant were destroyed, foodstuff and cattle were destroyed and rustled respectively, and of course, the people rustling the castle are who? They are the Fulani herdsmen. As the military are throwing bombs, they are rustling the cows of the people. Further 10,324 persons were displaced. Do you understand? Over 10,000 people were displaced. Now, have they returned to their ancestral land? The answer is no. I am telling you the fact. 18. It is further submitted within the claim that in Lawuru village, 22 persons were killed and 5 sustained serious injuries, whilst 357 buildings were destroyed along with animals and foodstuff. This is not being done by the Fulani terrorists alone. Collaborating with the Nigeria state, the Nigeria army that's supposed to be protecting the people are the one helping the Fulani to destroy their properties and their land. That is what we have seen, and we can never allow it to happen in Biafra land. Tell your Igwe in Biafra land. Tell your chiefs. Tell all these political scavengers. Tell all these morons who think that fighting for Biafra is a mistake. That are they aware that in the same Nigeria where they are eating Isiewu and Nkwobi, that people have lost their life, that 10,000 people have been displaced in a community, that people have been killed, butchered from air, land, and sea. Are they aware of that? That the Nigeria state have actually killed. And of course, you don't know because Nigeria is big, right? Okay, don't worry. If not because of the Eastern Security Network and what the Biafra people are doing, you will be witnessing, will you be experiencing the same thing today in Biafra land. But you don't know. You don't know the work of the Eastern Security Network. And you are just privileged to have people who are very sensible rising up to take up this particular task by themselves, protecting you while you are gallivanting. You are gallivanting. Ojo Okalo is making mount. You can imagine what Ojo Okalo is boasting to come to do in Abia State is what I am reading to you now. Ojo Okalo is boasting of bringing the military to do what the military have done in Adamawa State, uninvited. But you know, we will capture him alive. Ojo Okalo will be captured, whether in Biafra land or in Abuja or any place he is. Let the military come and do this thing I'm reading now. They have done in Adamawa State. We will capture him and use him to set example. I am telling you the fact. We don't have time to go to court because we may not survive it. If you all sit and fold your hand to wait for these people to come and kill our women and children and for you to go to court later on, who is going to go to court for you? Who? Which court? Is it the ECOWAS court? Okay, after this verdict has been passed, what is the effect? I am just reading this thing for you to know content, factual evidences that we cannot allow Nigeria army to occupy our land. They are the terrorists. And it is not only this document that says it. Even their retired generals from the Middle Belt are shouting, they are confessing that the military collude with the criminals and the terrorists to kill our people for Islamization. We can never allow that to happen. And that is why we are going to do everything to leave Nigeria next year. We will break up. Once we break away from Nigeria, we will be ready to face them, both from the air, from the land, and from the sea. I am telling you the fact, this is not a joke. If you think that this is a joke, you wait. You wait until 2023. Let us see how election is going to hold in Biafra land. The Biafra people are ready and we are waiting. And I am speaking on behalf of Biafra people. As the spokesman of the Biafra people, I am telling you that we are ready to fight. We are ready to fight. And we will continue to source for funds for those of you who think that what we are doing is a joke. By the time they wipe away your village, you will probably wake up by then. But one thing is that we can never, no matter the division, no matter the misunderstanding, no matter the divergent views on issues, we can never allow these people to run over our land. We can never repeat Adamawa. We can never repeat Benue. The Benue state can never repeat in Biafra land. Jos Plateau state can never repeat in Biafra land. Northeast can never repeat in Biafra land. Northwest can never repeat in Biafra land. North Central can never repeat in Biafra land. We can never allow that to happen. I am telling you the fact. And in a few days' time, the event of things will convince you. The event of things will. Now, let us go. I want to show you, I have not even started though. I am going to read to you the response of the Nigeria terrorist state. And you are going to be marveled. In fact, after today, if you remain the same, it means you are not a human being. Because I am going to read the response coming from the Nigeria state. I want you to listen. 19, that the Shafaron village, 6 persons lost their lives, whilst 8 people were seriously injured, that 896 buildings were destroyed along with animals and foodstuff. That in Kodomti village, 6 persons were killed and 5 seriously injured, with 575 buildings along with livestock and foodstuff destroyed. All this happened in Nigeria. Are you aware of it? That in Pulum village, 2 people were killed and 3 seriously injured, with 510 buildings destroyed and livestock, foodstuff roasted. the people destroying this are the Nigeria Air Force and the Fulani terrorists. Combined operation. That in Baya village, an unspecified number of buildings, animal and grain were destroyed, rustled, and looted. As the Nigeria Air Force are killing, the Fulani are on the ground rooting with their leg. That in Nzoruwa village, 3 people lost their lives and 7 were injured, whilst 1,122 buildings were destroyed along with animal foodstuffs. I want you to keep taking the note of what I'm saying. The applicant submitted the victim had to be given mass graves in a number of places, which has prompted a claim of compensation from the respondent for violation of their right to life and property. I want you to listen. That their claim is supported by the International Human Rights Monitor, Amnesty International, that produced a report of incident, and the applicant relies on them, on the same. The applicant submit that the respondent has not taken any step since the incident to repair the damage, but denies the truth of the attack. Are you listening? They deny the attack. Please, in law, the applicant submit the following plea in law in support of their claim. Article 33 of the Rule of Community Court of Justice, Article 4G of the Revised Treaty of the Economic Community of West Africa State, Article 1, 2, 4, and 14 of the African Charter on Human Rights, and People's Rights, Article 2161 and 91 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, and Article 94 supplement Protocol this, amended to the Protocol this on the Community Court of Justice. I want you people to pay attention, because you are about to get the shockest part of it. Applicants are therefore praying the court of the following relief: a declaration that the respondent is obliged to protect and secure the right. Okay, now this is what they are demanding. Let us go to the respondent. We don't need to listen to what they want the court to do. Let us go to what the federal government of Nigeria responded. Let us go to what the federal government of Nigeria responded. Okay? Now, from here is respondent case. Summary of fact. I want you to pay attention. You are going to know who are your killers. Listen. The respondent, which is the Nigeria government, denies claim of the applicant and makes some submission in rebuttal. Listen to how the Nigeria government deny and rebut these particular claims. The respondent claim, which is the Nigeria government, claims that both the applicant, which is the people of Adamawa State, the victims that the Nigeria Army and Police have killed, which they are the applicant, and the Fulani herdsmen had cohabited in the community for a number of years. Are you hearing the Nigeria government? The Nigeria government is responding to all this story I have read to you. And they are telling the African court, the ECOWAS court, that Fulanis, the terrorists and these people, have lived and cohabited for years. And in that time, there had emerged a history of vendetta between the two groups. Are you listening to the Nigeria government? The Nigeria government is now defending the Fulanis. The Nigeria government is now defending the terrorists. Are you listening? The resulting crisis between the two groups started before the 4th December 2017 with the massacre of 56 Fulani settlers, including women and children. Are you hearing the Nigeria government? That they claim that Adamawa people massacred 56 Fulani settlers, including women and children, in the community, which was allegedly done in retaliation by the local militia for the alleged killing of farmers. Are you people listening? That these incidents was widely reported by media outlet and agent of the respondent. Are you people listening? They say that this particular incident was widely reported by the media. I do not know why you are calling me. Don't you know that I'm live? Who is this? Somebody will just pick phone and start calling. Now, that this incident was widely reported by media outlet and the agent of the respondent. Are you hearing? That the Nigerian media reported it. So it is now, the Nigerian media is now the evidence. The Nigeria media reported it, and this respondent, which is the Nigerian government, also claimed that the agent also reported it. The agent were deployed. The agent now is the Nigeria Army and Nigeria Police. So that the Nigeria agents were deployed in response to keeping the peace and preventing a face-off. Are you listening to the defense of the Nigeria police, the Nigeria government, on the terrorists that have been killing the citizens and taking their land? This is a defense. So I want you to listen to how Nigeria government is defending Fulani, defending the terrorists, because Ojus Okalu don't know this one. Have you seen Ojus Okalu reading court judgment? He doesn't read court judgment. I don't even know whether he went to school. Because all of them are claiming to be educated here and there, educated this, educated that. The respondent claimed that on the 1st December, Nigerian government claimed that on the 1st December 2017, 4 of its agent policemen were killed in a gruesome manner in a community by armed invaders who were being repelled by the police. You see, they did not mention that the people that killed these policemen were Fulanis. The community reported that Fulani killed 6 policemen. While the federal government is defending them at the ECOWAS court, they say armed invaders. Is it the case between armed invaders and the Nigeria government and the community, or is it between Fulani? While they come here, they started by telling you that it is the case between Fulani herdsmen and the community, and they have been living in peace and all that. And then when they begin to talk about who killed police, they say armed offenders. So the Fulani has suddenly disappeared from the federal government. They have become armed offenders. They have become invaders. Are you people seeing what I'm just highlighting it so you follow up what I'm saying? Instead of Nigeria government to address it the way it is, that the Fulani killed the Nigeria police, they change it to become the armed invaders. Armed invaders who were being repelled by the police. So who are the armed invaders? When the armed invaders has been identified, federal government defending the Fulani at the ECOWAS court at the expense of every indigenous person in Nigeria, they change them to become armed invaders. I want you to just know the complicity of the Nigeria government. And that is why we are learning lessons from what has happened in other sections, in other regions of Nigeria. We are going to fight these criminals and these terrorists in our land with everything in us.